Hey, it's always a good day when it's a red carpet day. I know I say that every time, but guess what? I mean it. I promise. Today is I have the honor of kind of introducing Todd Newcomer with Todd Newcomer Photography. We're going to learn a whole bunch today. Quick reminder too is please keep those questions coming, so make sure you include those in the chat box. So we're going to want to make sure that all questions are answered, all that good stuff as well at the end of the presentation. Like I said, I have the honor today of introducing Todd. Todd is born and raised in Colorado. He went to Newett High School. I think I'm saying that right. Then he went to CU Boulder, so don't hold it against him. I don't, and I'm a Ram, so we love Todd, even though he's the enemy, where he actually earned a marketing degree. He ended up moving to Fort Collins in 2006, probably because his senses kind of came to him and he decided, you know, I went to Boulder, but I like Fort Collins better. So,
exactly.
It's okay. And then he actually made his way from Boulder to Durango to be closer to family, and then made his way to Fort Collins. So he's kind of been all over the state. So pretty good stuff there. Todd has two amazing kiddos, both girls. Riley is the 11-year-old and Ella is 13. They love to get outside and go skiing, mountain biking. And then Todd, you're gonna have to help me on this one. Is it SUPing or supping?
Supping.
Supping. What is that?
Stand-up paddleboarding.
Stand-up paddleboarding. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So perfect. So Todd has loved photography since he was a kid. After college, Todd attended the Rocky Mountain School of Photography. His first job was a newspaper photographer in Durango, so cool stuff there. He always wanted to be his own boss, like many of the people in this room. So he started his business focusing on commercial and portrait photography. So we'll learn a little bit about kind of those expertise in his presentation. Todd loves the outdoors, so he skis, he snowboards, he mountain bikes, he kayaks, he sups. So now that we know what that is, he stand-up paddleboards. He loves to travel. He's been over to 18 countries around the world and counting. Cool stuff there. And he's an avid reader and a huge music fan. So if you ever get the chance to get coffee with Todd or anything like that, I'm sure he's got some pretty cool stories about his travels. Something that not a lot of people know about Todd, but really should, is while his wedding photography and his portrait work get kind of a lot of attention in kind of the business community here, he really does love working with fellow small business owners on photography and video branding and working those campaigns to really kind of help those businesses. Keep that in mind, and we'll learn more about that today as well. I asked Todd if he could go back in time, what time frame and why. Like I said, he's a big music guy, so he loves jazz. So he said it would be amazing to go back and see some of the greats, like Miles Davis, John Coltrane, the ones that really kind of crafted that genre of music. So I think I'm with you. I think that'd be pretty cool to see as well, Todd. So as always, please help me give a warm red carpet welcome to Todd. We're going to have some fun today. So thank you, Todd. And don't forget this is our new way of clapping.
That's right. That's right.
Right. Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to share my screen here. Let's see. Let's just do that one. Let's see. It looks like I need to grant permission here. Give me just a second. Let's see. There we go.
Is it not letting you, Todd?
I'm not sure. I think it will. This happened to me last time. Let me see.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Does everyone see my screen now, I assume?
Yes, I believe so.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Let me just throw this into present mode. Cool. Awesome. Well, again, thanks, Chad, for introducing me. I really appreciate it. It's great to have so many people here. I've been to a few of the red carpets in person before all this happened, and then I haven't been able to engage much. So it's great to actually do this. I'm just going to jump in and kind of pick up where Chad left off. Just introduce myself and my family a little bit, since I don't know a lot of you guys, and as Chad mentioned, I've got 2 little girls that are my world. This is Ella, my oldest, and she's a big gymnast and a big outdoor lover like I am. And she's also the adult of the family, so it's nice to have somebody that keeps me in line, but she's pretty awesome. And then Riley is my youngest. She's the opposite. I've got to keep her in line. So we all balance each other out pretty well. But she loves parkour. So if any of you know parkour, that's what she's doing there on the right. But we all love to get outdoors and have a good time out in the backcountry. As Chad said, I'm a big outdoor person. Just grew up here in Colorado. That's Ella's first raft trip when she was about 3. And then that's me over there on the right, kayaking in the Grand Canyon. So enjoy all of that stuff. And then let's see, there we go. Let's see, there we go. And yeah, like I said, like to get out. My girls are dog Bingo, who unfortunately isn't around anymore, but we get to do a lot of fun stuff outdoors. As Chad said, I love to travel. I was in a breakout session with Juliet, and we talked a little bit about travel, but I love it, and it's a tough time to be a travel junkie right now, but hopefully we can get back there at some point. The image on the left is Nepal. It's, the image there kind of framed in the prayer flags is Shishapangma, which is a 26,000 foot peak, I believe. And then the elephants there are in Thailand, which an elephant reserve, which was a pretty amazing spot. Big music fan. Image on the left there is from the Aggie Theater, and then the image on the right there is the Decemberists from a recent New West Fest. So it's always fun to get out and photograph music. I just love it. So don't get to do it enough, but I do love it. So a little bit about my business. I started the business in 2001. Started off primarily focused on photojournalism, working for the Durango Telegraph, and moved back up to the Front Range in 2006, hoping to shoot for the Denver Post and the Rocky Mountain News and kind of continue that. And unfortunately, that's when 24-hour news and the internet totally destroyed photojournalism. So started doing wedding, portraiture, and events, which I really found that I really enjoyed, and did that for quite a while. And then I decided it was time to have a little new challenge. So I got a job with a 501c3 nonprofit here in town called No Barriers. I don't know if any of you are familiar with them. They're a national nonprofit, but they don't have a big footprint locally. But I took students to the developing world on volunteer trips once or twice a year, but most of the time I was in the office doing marketing and branding work, and then doing a lot of photography for them. So that was a great stint. And then in 2009, I decided it was time to be my own boss again, and decided to go back. I never gave up photography. I always did something, whether it was high school senior portraits or something, but I decided to go back and do it full time again. So little did I know a global pandemic was going to welcome me into the world of renewed business ownership. But you know what? We're all in the same boat. So luckily, I'm still got my doors open. So to talk a little bit about what I do quite a bit of different stuff. I do a lot of commercial photography. I'm just jumping into commercial videography as well, and I'll show you a little example of that. I do a lot of professional headshots, personal branding, and then I do a lot of portraiture, couples, families, kids, and high school seniors. So I'll just give you some examples of all of those. Commercial work, I really, with a business background and a marketing degree, I really enjoy working with companies on campaigns that require really solid commercial photography. So food, product photography, corporate branding projects. The image on the right there is from a campaign for Copper Mountain. So enjoy all of that. And editorial, architecture photography, I have a lot of experience in and enjoy. And then again, just a lot of product photography. I work with a lot of small businesses especially right now, a lot of businesses are, working to get get an online shop going, and they need quality images. So whether that's an artist, entrepreneurs, small business owners, love working on those types of projects. My most recent project, which I just wrapped up, was working with a company in Boulder on photographing massage chairs. And I've never had an opportunity to sit in a $15,000 massage chair, but if you ever have the opportunity, it's pretty amazing. So this is one of them, and it was a fun project. Big products. I normally I shoot more small products, so this was a wholly different beast for me. But it was fun. And then they also wanted a whole bunch of highlight videography or product highlight videos that they could put on their product pages. So I'm just going to show you one of those that I did for them. It's just a short minute or so video. So that is the product highlight videos that I worked on with them. We're going to work on doing a voiceover on those. We just haven't gotten there yet. And but super fun and kind of new to my repertoire of stuff. But it definitely helps. Small businesses, video is getting more and more important, and especially with an online presence. So it was fun to work on. I did 11 different videos for them for their chairs, which was a great project. Professional headshots, do a lot of professional headshots. Enjoy working with the business community. I have an in-home studio, so I can do them either in my studio or I can do them on location. On location being, either at your office or somewhere cool in Old Town, or a natural setting if that's what you prefer. So I'm pretty flexible. I can do groups as well. If your whole office needs headshots, I can come in and bring my studio basically in and shoot everybody at one time. And then it can also do kind of corporate group photos at the same time if you need that for a holiday campaign or just for your website or whatnot. So enjoy doing that. And then personal branding. Personal branding has gotten pretty popular over the last few years, just as the need for high quality images on social media and the websites has gone up. And personal branding is really a combination between portraiture and product photography. And this is a woman who started a printed planner company, and she has 100,000 Instagram followers. She posts 3 times a day to Instagram, and about 90% of her revenue comes from Instagram. So it's a really important avenue for her, and she needs a lot of quality content. So I worked with her on the photo shoot and branding and what we were going to shoot, how we were going to shoot it, and just got her a lot of quality images that she could use and cycle through for social. And then if you don't really have a product to sell, if you're more in a service industry, it can also just be an extended portrait session. So you can continually update your website with high quality portraits. Your LinkedIn profile image can change and that sort of thing. This is my most recent personal branding project. This was a woman who started a online health coaching business for top level executives. So she was just getting her website up and running and needed some quality content. So worked with images there, what she needed in what format, if it was square, if it was, she needed a lot of negative space for, text or logos. And worked through that and then did the shoot. So that was super fun as well. And then traditional portraiture. I do a lot of traditional portraiture, couples, engagement shoots. I didn't put any of my wedding work on here, but I do shoot quite a few weddings. But love getting out in nature, shooting happy couples, getting ready to get married. And this image here on the right is up in Rocky Mountain National Park. So we obviously have a lot of cool places in northern Colorado to get some cool pictures. And then families and kids, I love shooting families and kids, shoot a lot of them. And, having a photojournalist background, I enjoy kind of traditional pose portraiture, but then also more of a documentary style. Just letting kids be kids and getting parents to interact with their children, finding great light, especially at the end of the day. And summer, winter, you can always find great spots and great light and great settings. Again, it's nice to be in such a beautiful part of the state. Horsetooth's a great spot. And then high school seniors, it's high school senior portrait season right now. So that's what I'm doing a lot of right now. I love working with this age group, especially, having traveled with this age group to countries around the world. I just love working with high school students, getting them to feel comfortable in front of the camera, let their personality shine through. And they're so excited for this time of their life, or at least they normally are with graduation coming up. And so it's just a fun group to work with. And Old Town's great to shoot in. There's so many great parks just close by, as well as Poudre Canyon and Horsetooth. So I've shot everything from soccer balls to horses to saxophones, so pretty much you name it. So it's a fun group to work with. And that's it. I just wanted to show you some quick images and give you a brief overview of what I did. So if anyone has any questions, I'd be happy. I know I often talk a little quick and go through this quickly, but if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask away.
Okay.
I have a question.
Questions. Oh, go ahead.
Hi, it's Courtney. Thank you for your presentation. I really enjoyed hearing about your family and your travels and seeing all the photographs. It's really, really beautiful.
Thanks.
I guess my question was, since you love to travel so much, have you done any travel photography, or is that something that you would want to expand into, and maybe what would that look like?
Yeah, I have done some travel photography, and I do love it. And I'm actually starting to write to accompany my travel photography. With 2 kids at home, being a travel photographer is a little tough, just because I don't want to be away from home for too long. So most of my travel photography is my me time. It'll probably never be like a big part of my revenue generating part of my business, but loving to write and then accompanying that with my photography is something I want to do more and more as I get older and my kids move on to college.
Todd, we have a question from Gwen.
Yeah.
Asking, do you list package pricing on your website, or where can she find that information?
Yeah, so I list most of my pricing on my website. A lot of commercial photography I don't, just because it's kind of on a quote basis depending on what you need. But portraiture, personal branding, all that stuff is most of that's listed on my website.
Perfect. Okay. And do you use Photoshop to touch up the photos?
Oh, I love Photoshop. Yeah, basically there's two programs that most photographers use. Lightroom is one, Lightroom, and then Photoshop. Lightroom has become a very powerful photo editing tool. So most photographers do a lot of their editing in Lightroom first, which is also a cataloging software. So I can tag my photos with keywords. And so if I want to pull up all of my Nepal photos, all I have to do is type in a keyword and all my Nepal photos will show up. But then you can also do a lot of editing work. For example, with high school seniors, I can do a lot of editing work, but as with a lot of high school seniors, they have bad acne. So then I have to push it out to Photoshop to do some more detailed touch-up work. So.
Okay. Lindy's asking, which piece of your business are you hoping to grow the most, and where can we help you?
I really do enjoy commercial and personal branding photography, and joining the chamber in this community is where I would really like to focus a lot of my effort. I really, again, with a business background and enjoying branding and marketing, I love working with other businesses to help them grow, and that collaboration of, trying to work with their branding and move it over into the shoot and create quality images for them is a place I'd really like to grow.
And what can we do to help you? Just start referring to that?
Yeah, just spread the word. It would be great if you know of anyone who has a big social media presence and is looking to upgrade the quality of their imagery. Small business owners, designers, anybody who might need to use a photographer for quality images, just think of me and pass my name along. That would be great.
Perfect. And Todd, will you put your contact information in the chat so everyone can?
Sure.
At the end? Okay. Next question. So Brooke from Neighbor to Neighbor, she said, I saw the whiskey photo shoot. Do you feel like it's critical to be able to sample test all the products to really capture their essence?
And I'm going to say yes, only because I like whiskey. Yeah, I would love to. It's definitely nice to sit in a $15,000 massage chair and sample good whiskey. I have to admit, I don't often get to sample everything that I get to shoot, but it sure would be nice.
I was gonna say, Todd, it really, your video with the massage chair, you're good at what you do. I kind of want to talk to Kim about possibly getting a sponsorship for the chamber where someone can purchase us that chair.
Right.
I'm just saying, I mean, it could be, I'll just use Vicky Tar for an example. It could be like the Safeguard massage chair here at the chamber. So
for sure, and actually, most of their business is to organizations, whether it be athletic clubs, those types of organizations that just kind of want to provide it. So, I mean, I'd love to cruise over to the chamber at lunch and just sit in your massage chair for a while.
Right? That would be nice. We could form a line, take a ticket.
Totally. We just need to wipe it down afterwards so we don't spread COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Vicky?
I said, did you hear me laughing when he said the Vicky Tar Safeguard chair? Really?
Really? Does anyone else have any other questions for Todd? We got lots of comments. Great presentation, Todd. Everyone.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining. Any support I can get from you guys, I'd love it. And just thanks for your time. I do appreciate it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for doing this. We are going to now just turn it over to the group.
We can't
no ribbon.
I don't have a ribbon for him. I'm not there.
Oh, no ribbon. Okay. Well, we're going to do a giveaway then.
We do have a giveaway though.
Okay.
So Todd, if you want to touch on how to kind of enter your giveaway and what that giveaway is.
Sure. So I would love to give away a free headshot, whether that be on location or in my studio. So if anyone needs an updated headshot, I'd love to give that away. So the way to do that is just go to my website and my headshot photography page, and there's a little form at the bottom of the page. Just fill it out, and then where you say where you heard about me, I put in a chamber red carpet selection, so you can just put it in there. I am going to put the link into the chat section here in just a second. All right, so there's the direct link. So yeah, if anyone's interested, feel free to fill that form out, and yeah, and then I'll just pick a winner, and you can get a free headshot.
Very, very good, Todd. We really, really do appreciate it. I know there's no ribbon today because we are doing this 100% virtually. So why don't we give everyone our sign language clap to thank Todd. We really do appreciate it. And then, yeah, if there are any questions or anything like that that do come up after the event, you can reach out to Todd directly, or you can reach out to me and I can connect the two of you. So thanks again to Todd. And yeah, let's kind of let's go with let's follow Kim's lead. And if there's any